Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Attenzione, today we start immediately with a bomba. A bomba that for the people that are following the Telegram group, they already know. Last minute, before I jumped in the live, I was not even prepared. And of course we have to know if it's true or not. The bomba of today, it's a big one. It's a huge one. Is it the right one? I don't know. Will it happen? I don't know. Will we read about it in the next coming hours? In the next coming days? Is it linked to Milinkovic-Savic? To Rovella? Is it a bomba news that we wanted to read? I'm not sure about it. Paul Pogba is apparently, according to Thibaut Vezirian, in Saudi Arabia. And at the moment, apparently, he's visiting the infrastructure of Al Ittihad, the new club of Karim Benzema, N'Golo Kanté. I don't know if it's true. Seems strange because we saw him in La Continassa, we saw him meeting Cristiano Giuntoli. I don't know the source, Thibaut Vezirian, but Team Football is a big account. It seems strange to me. I will read and then we will try to check if it's right or wrong. Une autre superstar du football en Arabie Saoudite. Another superstar of football in Saudi Arabia. Tout se joue en ce moment. Everything is taking place right as we speak. Paul Pogba est actuellement à Jeddah pour étudier une offre colossale. Paul Pogba is at the moment, as we speak, in Jeddah to study an immense, huge offer. The French international, that is 30 years, is visiting the installations, the infrastructure of Al Ittihad, the club of Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kanté. According to our information, the player of Juventus would have in his hands a proposition, an offer for 3 years of 100 million euro, plus bonus. The old lady would let him go. The old lady knows that Paul Pogba has a contract until 2026, but they would have no problem to let him go. But the player is hesitant. He's not sure about it. He's still thinking about it. Soon we will have more news about that seduction deal. That the people from Al Ittihad is putting in place. It would be a fantastic coup to have that player in Al Ittihad to create a French trio with Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kante. I tell you, I don't know about that guy. I see a lot of people are saying MS Paint, AI, Photoshop free version, Photoshop maybe. People are saying Mbappe looks like Photoshop. Can we have a closer look to the picture? I can't. I'm trying to check. It's a bit strange. Here you can clearly see that there is a kind of shadow. And the arm of Pogba kind of disappears. I will not check this together with you guys because otherwise my channel will be banned. He's there. He's there. Ragazzi, it's not Photoshop, huh? I'm watching the video again, but ragazzi, it's not a joke, huh? We will have to speak about that. Today's video, we will have to speak about this. And it will be linked, of course, to Rovella. It will be linked to Milinkovic-Savic. I didn't prepare this. Of course, if you are looking at the strange way that I'm taking notes, ragazzi, this is how I'm taking notes all day to prepare my videos. The video of this morning, I had a few names on it. Trying to hide all the other notes, of course, just to be sure that there is nothing special. Just to be sure that there is no leaked information. But if you see, you will see there somewhere Pogba. And who can see what is written next to Pogba? Or at least there is a kind of arrow. So point 3. There is SMS Pogba. And then there is an arrow. Can someone tell me what is written? Can someone read my handwriting? Can someone read my handwriting? It's just here. Dragonj. Hornet Instinct. Sasha. No, it's not goal. Goal is what we will have to do this season, of course. Huh? But okay. Am I surprised by what I'm seeing here? In a way, yes. In a way, yes. Attenzione. Attenzione. Pogba, Friday evening. But I already saw that picture. And I was thinking it was fake. I was thinking the picture was fake. Because that picture is not new. I saw that picture. Pogba, Friday evening, arrived in Saudi Arabia. Al Ittihad is interested in him. Local sources are telling that the French midfielder would have visited the infrastructures from the club trained by Nuno Espirito Santo. Still need to understand the interest of Paul Pogba. This is reported by Romeo Agresti. So, ragazzi, this time the Telegram group was faster than Romeo Agresti. We have to speak. So we can know that this picture is not fake. Okay. Okay. I need to think. Okay. So, do you remember when we did the video on the channel? Do you remember on the channel when we did the video about the first big talks about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic to Juventus? I said something. I said, I don't understand. I don't understand. Because it's strange to have Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic, and Rabiot all together. You could potentially play in that kind of 4-3-1-2. Possibly. But it's strange to have the three of them together. I don't know if it can work or not without sacrificing a Locatelli, a Fagioli, a Rovella. And since that day that we renewed Rabiot and that we were constantly linked with Sergej Milinkovic-Savic and that the voices were coming from all the ways. Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport, Tutto Sport, every single day. Milinkovic. Maurizio Sarri is telling that Milinkovic-Savic could potentially be a problem. Luis Alberto that is extending. Today Lotito that is saying I would love to keep Milinkovic-Savic with Juventus. No. At Lazio, but I don't want to keep players against their own will. Which is strange because Lotito, we know that he put some people even in the club, without letting them play. When I hear that the big objective for Lazio is Rovella, I'm not happy. That's why I put him on the thumbnail, because I don't know. Ragazzi, I don't want to over-exaggerate, because Rovella, if you follow the career of Rovella, it's also physically not the best player on earth. Already suffered some injuries. We need to understand the physicality, but it's a top talent that you have the obligation, according to me, to test him 1 year. Then if it's not working, it's not working. But it's a player that you have the moral obligation to test. You have to test him. Then, I think, and I always said, pay attention, because I can't promise you that Pogba will be there next season. There are some offers for Pogba from Saudi Arabia. There are offers. At the moment, he's saying no. He wants to stay at Juve. He wants to repay the trust of the club, of the supporters. He wants to still show to himself and to all the people that he's still a top level player, that he can come back, and that the year 22-23 has been affected by physical but especially mental confusion and injury, and he will show everything he has in 23-24. Seeing him here again, I'm not surprised, but on the other side, I am a bit surprised because it's like this, like public. It's really public. It's in the eyes of everyone. You know, everyone is able to see that picture. We already saw it. I believe I saw it yesterday already on the net. Someone posted it. I was like, boo, I don't know. Then I see that people are saying for Paul Pogba it is a religious visit, and it could be. But if you go for religious visit, why are you meeting the people from Al Ittihad or Al Ittihad? Something is not correct there. We will come back. First, let me read the message of Vincenzo Correale. Thank you for the donation, buddy. I love Polpo. I know, I love Polpo. I'm sure there will be a but somewhere. Huh? But, let's see. I love Polpo. Paul Pogba has magic when he's on the field. But, I knew the but would come, Vincenzo. But the truth is, he will sadly never come back to his best, and he cost too much for our books to not even play half of the games of the season. Well, if we are taking into account last season, you're right, Vincenzo. If you are taking into account the last seasons at Manchester United, you're right, Vincenzo. It's long time that we didn't see Paul Pogba performing like he does. Now, of course, we saw him with L'Équipe de France while he was at Manchester United at the World Cup in 2018, but even later with that Conference Cup or that Nations League when he was doing fantastically well. So, personally, I would love to keep Paul Pogba. At least until January, because in January you have another Mercato. Maybe you can already go for Milinkovic-Savic without sacrificing Rovella. And if it's not working, if Vincenzo Correale is right, that he will not come back, that he can't come back, that we don't see him coming back, he can still leave in January. Why not? I saw the message of Colo that I want to react on, but first let me say thank you to Florian for 5 months on the channel. Ciao Beppe. Hello to all Juve fans. Ciao Florian, thank you for 5 months on the channel. And Alan Yeterian is telling us that if he will leave, we need to cash him in 35-40 million euro and not for free, especially that they are willing to pay him 30 million a year, so they won't have problem to pay us. Okay ragazzi, while I will thank you for the donation, Alan, and I could agree with what you are writing, but can you tell me, from all the signings that they did, which player they really bought with money? Because Karim Benzema is end of contract, Kanté end of contract, Cristiano Ronaldo was without any fee, for example. How many players today can you tell me that they really paid? Kanté, how much? Jota from Celtic, how much? I need to know how much. That's important. But I agree with Allen. Then I don't know if they will arrive at 30-40 million euro. I would ask that. But then Colo is telling us something. He's saying, Beppe, even if he stays at Juve, it looks bad if he's visiting the stadium and headquarters of other team. But you know, Colo, you're right. Because that's what surprises me. Then that there were offers from Saudi Arabia, I know. about it. We all know about it. We all knew about it. If you are following the channel, you know that every single day I'm saying there was an offer. At the moment he's saying no, he doesn't want to because he considers that he's still too young to go there, that he still needs to prove something. He's taking it into consideration, maybe in a few months, that he's in talks, you know, that Pimenta, Rovella is in talks with other clubs from Saudi Arabia. If there is an offer, you listen. But you know, we were speaking about Max Allegri. We didn't see any footage of Max Allegri in Saudi Arabia. We didn't see any footage of Jose Mourinho in Saudi Arabia. I didn't see footage of Karim Benzema in Saudi Arabia before it was official that he would leave Real Madrid. The footage that is leaking here, it remember me a story, because here, ragazzi, if it's a top secret meeting, maybe Pogba doesn't want to go, huh? Maybe Pogba, out of respect on his holiday, is saying, in agreement with Juventus, because, ragazzi, Juventus knows about that, huh? In agreement with Juventus, look, I received a huge offer. They offered me so many money. Out of respect, I want to go there. I want to tell them myself that I don't want to go there. Okay, ragazzi? But it remember me a story. If we go back in time and tell me, yes or no, did you ever heard that story of how Pavel Nedved was fooled by Luciano Moggi? If everyone is telling me, Beppe, we know the story, I will not explaining once again. But that's a fantastic story. And the story here of Paul Pogba that we see here, going out of that airport, when was it? When he was leaving or when he was arriving? You know, looks like it was a bit prepared, huh? Antonio, I know it, but tell it again. El Nesiri is not good enough. We will speak about that, Cool Beans. We know the story. It's a great one. Tell the story. Good story to tell, Borna. Ciao, Stefan Punch. There, Mohammed is telling there is a video of Paul Pogba talking to a Al Ittihad fan. Could be. Tell it. Okay, so for the people that do not know about what I will tell you now, but first let me check because we are receiving a lot. Ragazzi, I don't speak Arabic, but ragazzi, I can't show you here, but here on TikTok, it's a bit strange,
Now, no. Today, no. Tomorrow, we don't know.
Etihad or Ahli?
I don't know. We see.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Welcome. Maybe?
Now, no. Today, no. Tomorrow, we don't know.
Etihad.
Po. No, he's speaking in English. He's saying today no, tomorrow we don't know. Okay, the story of Pavel Nedved arriving with the plane. Okay, I explained how it was full. So, Pavel Nedved, I will try to keep it short because I already explained that story 100 million times. So, Pavel Nedved is a player that was really well at Lazio. He had good friends there. He had the money that he needed. He didn't need it more. In Roma, you have fantastic parks where you can go and you can golf. The huge hobby of Pavel Nedved, you know, he was happy there. And Juventus really wanted to sign him, and he didn't want to. And Juventus with Luciano Moggi, they were insisting, calling him, come to Juve, we need you, we want you, come, we have a beautiful offer for you, you will enjoy it, blah. They were so insisting that at a certain moment, Nedved is Direttore, with all the respect, Direttore Moggi, with all the respect, I don't want to leave Lazio. I'm good there. I'm feeling super well there. I have no intention to leave. And he said, Moggi said, you know what? I heard you are an immense fan of golf. If you want to, you come, you play. We organize a game of golf. Hidden from all cameras, nobody knows. We will talk. If you are not happy, we shake hands, and this is the last time that I call you. Out of respect, Pavel Nedved, he says, direttore, okay, but make sure that nobody knows. No, don't worry. We will go with a private plane. We will go on the behind so that nobody is aware of it. You will be hidden, and it will be fantastic. You go, you play golf, 2-3 hours, you get in the plane, and you leave again for Roma. Okay, let's do like that. They agreed. Moggi, what did he do? He knew at what time the plane would come, and he already started to speak with some journalists, saying, guys, Pavel Nedved will arrive in Torino with the plane because we are in a negotiation to sign him. Make sure that you're all there at that point, at that moment. And that's what they did. When the plane arrived, when Pavel Nedved went out, all the journalists were there. They were all there. It was too late. It was too late. Pavel Nedved was fooled. It was too late. Because the Lazio fan, they didn't want him anymore. They were pissed off with him. They were really, really, really angry. Yeah, you are a traitor. Why are you doing things like that? And so on and so on. At the end, he convinced himself that that's how actually Luciano Moggi he signed Pavel Nedved. Anyway, and it looks like it's a bit, the first video I see here looks a bit like the one that I told you, him arriving at the airport, a secret visit that Juventus already is aware about, maybe not even with the intention to sign, because I see other videos where we can clearly see that it's a religious visit. You can see it here. So, it has been there for religion visit. But of course, if you meet then people from Al Ittihad, it's religious plus something, and that these kind of videos are leaked. And, when he arrives and you have someone already ready with the mobile phone taking it, it's difficult, because when it's leaked, and then like Colo is saying, it's tough, It's tough coming back, because then you put yourself in a situation that you were taking into consideration to leave, or at least this is what is in the mind of the supporters that don't know all the backstage stories. Tomorrow there is no training, because tomorrow we will have the first players arriving to La Continassa, and the players, they will do medical test. Allegri will not even be there tomorrow because there is no training tomorrow. The first part, Perin will come, Pinsoglio will be there, Dusan Vlahovic will be there. There is a list of players that will be there, not even all of them. Not Bonucci, for example, but you will have some players that will be there tomorrow morning. But again, it's split in 2 parts or 3 parts, and then you have the other ones that are arriving because they were still busy with their national team. So there is no training. So maybe, him coming 1 week before, he said, before the season starts, I want to go on a religious trip. And why not? That is free on Monday, and he come back, and on Tuesday he's there again. Why not? Then if you go and you see yourself, look, I don't know if he will say yes or no. I don't know what will happen from there. By the way, the players that are coming tomorrow are, on top of Fagioli that is already there, Caio Giorgi that is already there, and De Sciglio, will be Pinsoglio, Perin, Bremer will be there, Vlahovic, Ealing Jr., Barrenechea, Ake, Yildiz will be there, aggregating to the first team, Ranocchia, Nicolussi, Sule, Huijsen, and Dafara, next-gen goalkeeper. So they will all be there tomorrow. For the rest, we will have to wait a bit more. Acid is happy, respect to Moggi. Pavel came from Scudetto winning Lazio. SMS joining now is different, even if we didn't complete last season. It's true. Sad to say, but I don't think I will miss Pogba. Last Samurai. Wait 1 second because the fan stopped. I need to check for the fan. 1 second. 1 second and I'm back. I'm back. No, it's not just gone. It was just the fan that was stopped because there was a timer, I believe, and it stopped. But here it's really, really hot. Huh? The fan is back. The fan is back. Grande. Jonathan David, SMS Parisi, Fresneda, Anthony Trimboli, Beppe to Saudi Arabia. No. No, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia. Not yet. No, I don't go. They didn't call me, ragazzi. I don't know. If they call me, maybe I can think about it. I start receiving messages from people that are Muslim and are telling me, Beppe, I can confirm you that at the moment there isn't any special ritual to do in Saudi Arabia. There was a pilgrimage, and that was 3 weeks ago. The sources are telling me. But anyway, no, ragazzi, if now it's too late. Too late. I mean, now. This is not what you need, okay? This is not what you need in terms of how can I say? Yeah, it's a kind of bad timing. Because ragazzi, Pavel Nedved, what I just explained, he couldn't know. He was fooled by Luciano Moggi. You can say masterclass of Luciano. You can say that he was disgusting. But it's not the fault of Pavel Nedved. He said no 100,000 times and it was fooled. But it was in 2000 and I don't even remember. 2001, something like that. Here we are speaking about 2023 where everyone has a mobile phone. You know that it will be leaked. We are about to start the season. Everyone is starting again. No. Some people are starting again to believe that something can be done with Paul Pogba because they saw him training in Miami. They saw him training in La Continassa. Serious. The hair is back to normal. You see another more mature Pogba that really want to go for it, and you say, you know what? Let's go. Let's try. And then you see this, on the 9th of July, before you start the season on the 10th of, with the medical test. But anyway, for us, Juventini, the season kind of starts tomorrow with the first videos of the players. We know that we love that enthusiasm with a lot of fans that will be there in La Continassa waiting for some signatures in J Medical. That you're off. Don't go. Do a conference call. Today you have Teams, you have Skype, you have whatever you want to. You can do, with a phone, FaceTime. They can show you whatever you want. Ciao Anthony Trimble, Anthony Scanga. Is Anthony Scanga there? I don't see. Oh yeah, Anthony Scanga. Pogba was in Saudi for religiously relaxed people. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Yeah. He was there for religious events, no doubt about it. But that's it. You have also another part. If you meet the people from Al Ittihad, don't know. Now, ragazzi, let's speak a bit more clearly. Colo is saying, to me it's weird because he trained all summer to be ready for the preseason. Now, tomorrow is the medical visit and he's in Saudi. Makes no sense. But no, Colo, I believe that tomorrow is free. Because he was there 1 week in anticipation of everyone. He already did all the medical tests. So for this, that tomorrow he's not there, who cares? Because again, tomorrow there is no training. If he's not on the list of the people to do the medical test because he already did it, like Fagioli did, like Caio Giorgi did, and De Sciglio. Even if De Sciglio, I don't know what test they don't need tests to know that he's injured. But anyway, that tomorrow is not there, I don't care. You can be off. What is strange is that you are in Saudi Arabia. After you did a week of training because you arrived on Monday, so you did a week of training, and on Friday evening you are leaving and you are going in Saudi Arabia. Strange. Then on the other side, when you see the name, and that's where we are going, of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, every single day. And like in the Telegram group, I reported a bit earlier that tomorrow, me or Mo, I don't remember. No, I did it 1 hour ago. That tomorrow in the late morning, it should be really confirmed that there will be a meeting between Juventus and Lazio to really speak concretely about Milinkovic-Savic. I told you, Milinkovic-Savic makes sense in a way. Why does he make sense, Milinkovic-Savic? For two reasons. First, because if he comes with Pogba, you don't know how Pogba will perform. So if Pogba is not in top form, whatever, you have Rabiot, Locatelli, Milinkovic-Savic, Fagioli, Rovella. I insist on Rovella. Okay? If everything is going well, if Pogba is doing well, if it's the Pogba that stays and is doing well, next season you can just not renew Rabiot's contract because he will be out of contract because you don't have that benefit of the tax for foreigners anymore. And you have Pogba, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, Pogba with some certainties because you tested him 1 year. You have a Fagioli with 1 more year experience, a Rovella with 1 more year experience. You have a look at, it makes sense. And then the third option, if Pogba really is about to leave, I don't know, but if it's true that he's about to leave, if he would go there and he will visit the infrastructure and he would be happy with it, then you have already the replacement. Then you have a midfield made of Locatelli, Milinkovic-Savic, and Rabiot. Then even the year extension of Rabiot makes totally sense because, ragazzi, the Paul Pogba that is there in Saudi Arabia, if really he would go there, it's not that he's going him by himself. You can't just leave by yourself without contacting the club, without telling him. So there is an agreement with the club that is telling Paul, we believe in you, but you need to show us. And if you are not the Paul Pogba that we signed 1 year ago with the intention to have on the field, because we didn't see you on the field, well, if you have an offer taken into consideration, we will not say no. I believe that these are the honest talk that Juventus did with Paul. Paul, we would love to have the Paul Pogba that we signed. Show us that you are that guy. And he's showing it. But if you are not that guy anymore, we just can't keep you. So if you have another offer, think about it. We would not do difficult. What does that mean, not doing difficult? To come back to the message a bit earlier from Alan that said, and thank you Alan for the donation, that said for 30-40 million euro. It's the most paid player from our team. You signed him for free, so you're not losing any single money. The money that you lost, of course, is the one of last year, because you paid a player without having the possibility to have him on the field. But if he's leaving, even for 5 million euro, you're kind of paying back a lot, and you save a huge salary, because Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, from what I know, the contacts have already been made, and the salary is already kind of agreed. 5.5 million euro a year. It's a good question from Marcello. Let me first say thank you to Antonio Veljanovsky. Thank you for becoming a member. It's not the first time from you, I know that, so thank you, Antonio. Really, really, really appreciate it. Marcello is saying, Beppe, do we still have to sell or Chiesa or Vlahovic or both of them if we sell Pogba? Ragazzi, if Juventus is able to really sell him for, I don't believe 35, 40. Ragazzi, let's be realistic. Okay, Saudi Arabia have the money, but they are not stupid. Look what they did with Ziyech. Do you remember Ziyech? Ziyech doing the medicals, and at the end he didn't go because he didn't pass the medical test. So, they will not sell you, they will not spend 34, 35, 40 million euro for a player of 30 where there are some doubts physically. So, no, I don't believe you will reach that amount, but if you are able to cash in 20 million euro, 20 million euro, you cash in from a player that you took as a free signing, plus you're freeing up is 8 million euro net plus 2 of bonus. 8 million euro plus decreto de crescita, I believe, is around 15 million euro. 50 million euro is what you pay gross from him, that you are saving out of nowhere. That's huge. On the other side, well, Sule had to leave for Feyenoord. Feyenoord is pulling back. They're saying 25 is way too much. Zakaria, it's still not a done deal. Arthur, forget about it. You thinking that you will even sell him. McKennie is doing difficult because he doesn't want to go wherever. So, you see, at the moment we did nothing. Honestly, we did nothing. Then I am expecting that this week will be the week where we see Zakaria being sold finally. Also there with Pellegrini, Lazio is about to go and sign another player from AZ Alkmaar, I believe. So at the moment we sold nobody except of Kulusevski, but Kulusevski, luckily, because that was something that was already planned. It's not something that you had to do, on top of Kulusevski. It is Kulusevski that was about to collapse. So I believe a big sale can still be possible. And Dusan Vlahovic, if the big sales arrive, if the big offer arrives, then you can go for it. Look, Fabrizio Romano, he tweeted earlier, and he said about Dusan Vlahovic, and that's the video that you can watch about Paul with a fan, where he's telling him Al Ittihad or the other club, and he's saying, today no, tomorrow we don't know. More clear than that, ragazzi. Today no, tomorrow we don't know. But about Dusan Vlahovic, I understand Dusan Vlahovic could leave Juve, but only for an important bid, which is great. Why am I saying it's great? Because Juventus, they don't want to go too low. If it's too low, then he stays at Juve. And that's good. He's one of the 4 strikers being considered by Paris Saint-Germain that at the end they will sell Mbappé. Today, another scandal with Leonardo, ex-sporting director of Paris Saint-Germain, that spoke bad about Mbappé. Chelsea are currently not negotiating for Vlahovic despite reports. Apparently, Chelsea not. Chelsea and Bayern appreciate Dusan but haven't opened talks as thing stands. So let's monitor that. Ali Reza, I really believe we shouldn't lose Rovella. Well, for me, as I told, and that's why I put him... today, the life was planned in a total different way. I really wanted to speak about Rovella more than anything. And then Pogba comes. But then now, ragazzi, if really Rovella is leaving... if really Pogba is leaving, which at the moment we are not sure about, but if really he's leaving, well, you're cashing in. And Rovella is going nowhere. Because then try to really work again that midfield without Pogba, that you cash in. Let's say, to be safe, you free him for free and you save the big money there. You sign Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Locatelli, Fagioli, Rabiot, Rovella. At the moment you have Miretti. Did I forget one? Rabiot, Locatelli, Milinkovic, Locatelli, Fagioli. No. I will write them down. Rabiot, Locatelli, SMS, Fagioli, Rovella, and then Miretti. You still have McKennie, eh? If Miretti, look, if you have a Rabiot, Locatelli, Milinkovic with Rovella for Locatelli, Miretti, Rabiot, Fagioli, Milinkovic-Savic, one competition only. Oh, it's enough. No, Arthur, no, Steve, please, basta, Steve. At the end of the video, at the end of Pogba's video, he says, "We will see. Look at his facial reaction. This is not someone who is there by coincidence." But that's why I tell. Oh, ragazzi, just to be clarified, because I saw some people telling me, look, Matthijs Pog confirmed it was religious visit. Ragazzi, Matthijs Pog is a 22, 23 years old kid that is living near to Napoli, that is reporting the news from all the accounts. He's not a journalist, huh? I know him. He's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy, but he has no news, huh? He has zero news. He's just reading from Di Marzio, from Romano, from Agresti. He's taking the news and he's structuring them. It's not an insider, huh? Just to be sure, because otherwise you will start to believe that he's a journalist. He's not a journalist. Scorpion, yeah, we saw it. We already spoke about it. I agree with Thomas. Religious visit, absolutely. But if you are there with fans, if you are there with the management of Al Ittihad, and if you see the face and the reaction, you understand. Attenzione, because there is a tweet from Gianluca Di Marzio, apparently. We will check it and then I will read the other comments from AJ that is saying Di Marzio tweet, attenzione. Di Marzio late, a bit late. Di Marzio later than us. Calciomercato, Juventus super offerta della Etihad per Pogba. Il giocatore deve ancora decidere, ma ha visitato le strutture del club. Juve offerta da 100 milioni dell'Al Ittihad per Pogba. Si attende la decisione di Pogba. Si trova... ok. But we know this. We started the live 49 minutes ago and that's just what I told you. He's a bit late, eh? Gianluca is a bit late. Maybe he's watching the live. He was waiting to see what we were saying. So, Pogba could leave Juventus after only 1 year. That was a difficult one. I don't like that polo. Yeah, but this is as anticipated by Thibaut. It's not Thibaut. It is Thibaut. Gianluca, what are you doing? The name. Just copy the name right. At least the name. How can you write Thibaut Vezerian? It is Thibaut. Nobody on earth is called Thibaut. That doesn't exist. Thibaut. It is Thibaut with an H. The H is far away from the R on the keyboard. It's not Thibaut, it's Thibaut. Thibaut, that is a French name. Thibaut Courtois, for example. It's not Thibaut Courtois. Gianluca, if you are late, then I think, okay, Gianluca, with all the respect, is late because he's typing and he wants to write an article and he wants to make sure, because he's Gianluca Di Marzio, that he's not doing any mistake, taking the time to check, to double check, and then you go out late, 1 hour later than GJustjuve, and you say Thibaut Vezerian. Who is Thibaut? It's Thibaut. It's Thibaut. Anyway. I want to do a poll, ragazzi. I want to do a poll. But Pogba here, he annoyed me a bit, huh? Because he could even go and say, no, I don't want to go, with all the respect. I'm here for religious and you want to meet me. We say hello. But this annoyed me a bit, telling you the truth. So, what will happen in the end? He leaves for free. He leaves for some money. Let's not exaggerate, it will not be a lot, but at least, like 10 million, 10 to 12. 10 to 20. He will stay until January. He will stay all season. We go. Some people are saying ungrateful. I don't agree with Bianconero 88, because if you are looking a bit at what is happening online and so on, the people are pushing him since the beginning. Leave, finished player, out of blah 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 blah. If you really love Juve, and if you still love Juve, please leave, because you have to leave because you love Juve. Then he decides to go to understand the situation there, but you don't love Juve. You have to decide. At a certain moment, you have to decide, or yes or no, because or if he stays, he doesn't love you because he only think about the money. If he doesn't stay, he's ungrateful as well. So take a decision, ragazzi, because otherwise I don't know anymore. Vincenzo, thank you for the donation, my friend. Vincenzo is saying, Beppe, Di Marzio, but you are telling me what we just read. Juventus FC, super offerta del Etihad per Pogba. Il giocatore deve ancora decidere, ma ha visitato le strutture del club. So it's not only a religious visit like some people were telling me. It's also a religious visit, but it's also to check the infrastructures. What is happening, Rakan? What do you guys want? Beppe, check the Di Marzio news. What news? We are just reading it. it makes no sense to put like 15,000 alarm tags, ragazzi. What do you want? Decision in the next few hours. Di Marzio, decision in the next few hours. Van Paul Pogba. Could be, yeah, but it makes sense, huh? Could be, huh? Or it's a yes, or it's a no. As simple as that. As simple as that. Decision in the next few hours. That makes sense. It's yes or no. But it's good. It's good. At least we know. Look, I am not a doctor. Okay? I am not a doctor. For me, if he's fit, or if he believes that he's fit, I would keep him one more year. I would try. If he's not fit and he knows his body, and Juventus that are doing his tests and they are monitoring the situation, if he's not, then maybe it's better to leave for Juve and for himself. Then I see Sir Raz that is saying pay attention, because ragazzi, I just read it in Italian. What does it mean? It will, in Italian, deciderà nelle prossime ore. You know, he will decide in the next few hours. It's not like tomorrow morning he will decide. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. It's not he will decide in the next few hours. Like, you remember Locatelli was in the next coming days he will sign for Juve, and we waited 2 months. In Italy it's a way of saying deciderà nelle prossime ore. So pay attention who is translating and how, because otherwise you will be fooled and you will, when is he deciding? No. Nelle prossime ore means it's a way of saying it will happen soon. 1 week, 1 day, 2 weeks. It's like when your Nokia 3310 in the past was blocking, it was written 1 moment please. 1 moment please. What does that mean? You can wait 1 moment like 1 second, or 1 moment like 1 year. What does that mean? 1 moment please. 53% of the people are saying he leaves for some money. 33, he will stay all season. And then you have some of you that are saying he will leave for free, or he will stay until January. Not a lot of you are putting that. Thank you, Vincenzo, for the news that you reported a bit earlier. And then we have MMA. Per 100 milioni, allora, ciao. MMA saying for 100 million, then we can say goodbye. Otherwise, no. Thank you for the donation, MMA. 100 million is a lot, Is a lot. But you save, You save a lot of money. If he stops, you save. Anthony, what will you do with the money from Pogba? Nothing. I already told you, Anthony. Anthony doesn't believe me. Anthony believes that we will do a crazy mercato and whatever. There will be nothing with the money of Pogba, but it makes sense. I told you that we have to pay attention. This year will be a tough one. We participate to no European competition. There is no Champions League money. We just paid a huge fee. We don't know if we will participate to the next competition. I mean on the field, because off the field it will be solved. But on the field, we don't know yet what competition we will participate. Will we be a top 4 team and so on, which should be, of course, but you never know. So the financial damages are huge and big, so you will have to change. You have to change your approach. And we already said that between salary, between what you are selling and so on, you need 140 million euro to recuperate. Guys, if we are really honest, again, I repeat, what did we do until now? Nothing. Nothing. Pellegrini was a done deal with Lazio and he's coming back. McKennie didn't find any team. I always repeat the same things, but it's true. I want facts. At the moment, facts of the players that we sold. Nobody, except of Kulusevski. But Kulusevski is already taking... Kulusevski was a done deal. It was sure about Kulusevski. Not selling him would have been, on top of that, a disaster. You know what I mean? Mohamed Youssef, if 100 million is true, and it's in the city next to Makkah, where he loves to visit, he is not fit for a Juve new project. I guess he will go. Why not? But yeah, it makes sense, huh? If he trains and if he understands that he can't, that it's difficult, that he can't push over the limit, that he's scared mentally, that he's blocked. And he said, you know what? Look, 3 years, 100 million euro, next to the Mecca, where he loves to visit. He's Muslim. It's an ideal situation. But again, only if he believes that it's over. Because then it's over. At the moment, it's over. But I tell you, Pogba to Saudi Arabia, let's say a 65% capabilities Pogba to Saudi Arabia would be huge. Would be huge. I'm thinking. I believe. Will not, if he leaves, we let him go for a minimum amount. We will never sell him for big money. I'm sure about it. If he leaves, we don't sell him for a lot of money. I don't believe in it. Because you know why? Because I think that in the situation we are in, we would be too scared that the deal flops, and that would make it actually quite easy for him to leave. Because him leaving, if we are all convinced that it will not be the Pogba that we were expecting, if you can cash in like Kolo is saying, or Mohamed, between 15, 25 is already a lot, I believe. But the 80 million, if you can cash in that, you are repaying actually the season that he did last season for us. You're paying yourself back the season of last that he didn't play with us, and you save a huge salary of Paul Pogba. They want to help Juve, so they will give them a lot of cash. No, nobody wants to help Juve. No, nobody wants to help Juve. No. It's a pity. I don't know if he will leave. Again, it's already something. You know that. Okay, guys, try to think a bit. Try to think a bit. What is the first thing I do when the new shirts are out? The first thing I do, I take my wallet, I go on the store of Juve, and I buy a shirt. Did you ever see me with a new shirt? Not yet. Not yet. I will buy all of them. By the way, surprise. But wait a bit and you will see. I can't say too much, but wait a bit and you will see. But going back, I didn't buy yet a shirt because too much is going on. with Juventus. Mercato, players going in, out. Then you want to buy Bonucci and you're not sure. You want to buy Pogba and you don't know. You want Fagioli with the 44, and what if he's taking the 21? But maybe Milinkovic-Savic will come and he's taking the number 21. And what about if Pogba leaves with the number 10? Will Fagioli really take the number 10? Who knows? Let's play a game. If he leaves, if Pogba leaves, who will wear the number 10? Chata is asking my question. If he leaves, who's taking the number 10? I see, Nicolo Fagioli, but do you really think that you put the number 10 now on the shoulder of Fagioli? If like 10 minutes ago the starting midfield in a 3-man midfield was Rabiot, Locatelli and Milinkovic-Savic, I think that Juve, that is a bit more correct. I think that nobody is taking it for next year. You leave it there empty. If you give it to Fagioli, ragazzi, no. SMS to Juve with the number 10, no. Rabiot, maybe Rabiot. FIFA predictions. Neymar, McKennie, Locatelli, Cherki with the number 10. No, impossible. Mattia Hernandez. Who's that guy? Fagioli 21. I'm not against Fagioli taking the number 10, but not now. Not now. Lukaku number 10. Dofia. If Pogba leaves, no number 10 for Trimboli. I think that's the best thing. Chiesa 10 would have been beautiful, but don't think I will give it to him after taking the 7. No, Marco. I don't see Chiesa with the number 10 neither. First of all, I need to understand if he wants to stay or not. But Chiesa with the number 10, no. I would leave it open. Berardi, mamma mia. Sign James Rodriguez, Juan. No. No, best choice is to, if Pogba leaves, you leave it free. If you give it to Fagioli, that's a huge statement that you are doing, yeah. Beppe, ciao Sacco. What do you think about no Juventus goals being featured in the Serie A top 50 goals YouTube video? Was super frustrating watching it. Well, do like me, Sacco. Don't watch them. I don't watch the 50 goals of Serie A, the best goals. I don't care about that. I watch the best 50 goals of Juventus. I don't watch the best 50 goals of Serie A. Who cares about the goals of Frosinone or Lecce or Inter? No, I don't watch. I don't care. It's not, how can you not put a goal? Well, you know which one was the most beautiful goal of Serie A? Number 1. The goal of Milik against Salernitana. That 3-2. That was the most beautiful goal. But anyway. No. Juan would not give the number 10 to Fagioli. It's a shirt for a select few. But if, you know, today you are going towards less and less and less important value to numbers. But there are some numbers that are important. But you know why I would not give it for him? Because you are putting some pressure on a player that is unnecessary. Especially Fagioli that, you saw him going out against Lazio because he missed a goal and he was totally shaking. He's making a mistake against Sassuolo. We concede a goal and we lose the game, and he's crying. That means that Fagioli is a real emotional person. If you give him the 10, the guy goes totally crazy. The guy goes totally crazy because if he's doing well and he's great, fantastic. If he's missing a pass, mamma mia, then he goes with mental things, gymnastic in his head during the game. I missed a goal, I missed a pass, and I have the number 10 of Juve from my idol, Del Piero, and I can't miss a pass when I have the number 10 on my shoulder. I would not give it immediately. Then, step by step, he can go for it. David Mirabel saying, just saw your video of today. What a crazy mercato in comparison to last year. Actually, it's true. It's crazier now than last year. Because last year, we knew already the names. Di Maria, we knew. Pogba, we knew. Bremer was fast, but it was, in the same week. And then we just waited for Kostic, relaxed that he would come. And who else? Paredes came after with Milik. But it's not that we were really... both of them were not really warming, But the three first one and then Kostic we already knew. Now we don't know. We don't know anything. And then Pogba is leaving. And then he's there. And Milinkovic-Savic is maybe arriving. Zlatko is saying, imagine Juventus sell Pogba again for 120 million euro. Would not be bad. Nobody deserve it. As for now, for Fagioli, he deserved the 8. No, but Scorpion, I did an interview with Fagioli and he told me he doesn't like the number 8. So Fagioli 8, no. Fagioli 21, maybe, because he likes the number 21 as well. But if Milinkovic-Savic is arriving, Milinkovic takes that. Milinkovic-Savic take it. Marco, look at recent big numbers on the team. 10 Pogba, 8 Ramsey, 8 McKennie, 10 Pogba. Again, all disaster, and 7 Chiesa, 9 Vlahovic also don't look good at the moment. I agree with waiting. By the way, the 9th of July for the people in USA, Canada, because now we are already at 10th. But the 9th of July, I didn't even speak about it in this morning's video. Is also the day that Italy won the World Cup in 2006. What a fantastic moment. Thank you with that picture, Marco, to remind us of one of the biggest joys ever, at least for me, because winning a World Cup is winning a World Cup. Mama, if we don't sign a high-level player, I would prefer resting the 10 for a bit. Yeah, but I agree. Thank you for the donation, Mama. I agree with you. We did it after Del Piero. A year without 10. Guys, nothing happens. It's okay. And then you take Tevez, you give the 10. Boom. It's not. It would not be the first time without someone with a number 10 if Pogba leaves. By the way, if you are really honest, I would not even have given back the number 10 to Paul when he came back. Not because I don't like, because you know how much I love the player. It will not change, but I was not confident about him staying. Now, with this one, and again, everything can happen. Tomorrow he can stay, and I would be happy. But this one is a bit. It's a bit pushy. This one is a bit pushy. On the other side, for the people that were here to speak about Fagioli, well, Paul Pogba leaving, or Rovella, sorry. Paul Pogba leaving, I believe you have a lot more chances for Rovella to stay, because then you take him out of the market. I think, Rovella, Hamad, I think Rovella should already be taken out of Mercato. I think. But without Pogba, it's even more like that. I agree with MMA. Attention, because Mohamed Youssef offered 5 memberships on the channel. Thank you, Mohamed Youssef, that is offering them randomly to Matt Tilly, to David Mirabella, to Palto, to LJJ, and to Bianconero. 88. Grande, ragazzi. You know what? I was thinking to renew a lot of the emotes soon. You know, the emojis. But you're not using them a lot, huh? Not a lot of time you are using them. So, you know, can we at least do a bit of a return on investment on these emotes that sometimes we are using them? I don't know. Maybe they are a bit small for YouTube. Can be, huh? What is he doing? What is he doing, Paul? What is he doing, Paul? You know, this is what annoys me. You know how much I defended him last year with because, you know, he was at the family with his he was skiing with the family. No, he was not skiing. He was at the resort with the family and so on, and I said, oh, you don't do this. You don't do this. No. This you don't do. Or you are sure that you leave and then you do whatever you want, but this is annoying. This is annoying. Yeah, Muhammad, but I agree. I have nothing against the fact that he's going to Saudi Arabia and he's doing it like you. But now we are in Mercato time. It's already 1 month that we are saying that there are some offers from Saudi Arabia. If you don't even go to Saudi Arabia, if you want to regain the trust 100% of the fans, you don't go. You don't go. You don't go. First of all, you don't go. If you really go, you pay attention. No, but yeah, you know how much I defend him on a lot of things because it's one of the players that gave me the most joys ever. When he's annoying, it's annoying, eh? When it's annoying, it's annoying. It's annoying, it's annoying. And if last year, I believe, a lot of us exaggerated in, but look, this and this, and this and this, and this. Now I can with these pictures, with the video, with the fan, with this and that. It's annoying, huh? Hey, it's it's an accumulation of this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Juventus is saying Lazio is on Kerkez, but that's what I was saying earlier. That's it's a problem, huh? It's a big problem, huh? Why? Not because he is a player that you like or not, because he's from Hungary, because I know that Juve Pulse is from Hungary, and he's saying, I like the player, why is Lazio on him? The problem is something else. The problem is that indeed, like Ahmad is saying in the chat, that means that they give us back Pellegrini. But I told you earlier, that's a huge annoying problem. That's a huge annoying problem. You will see, we will have a lot of difficulties to sell. Pogba needs Alex Ferguson kind a slap behind the ears, but we know Euromax won't do that. But if you follow a bit this, I believe that the first one that was disappointed in Paul, and you see it on the face, is Max Allegri. Because I think that Max Allegri, he really has bet, his life on him, and he was key of the 22-23 season of for Max. And when he had that injury, it happens. An injury happens. But the decision that he take to postpone, to not go on surgery, and so on, Max, on that one, you know it. If you are following the press conferences, if you listen how he was speaking about Pogba, the face of Pogba and so on, I think, I have no sources, I don't do these kind of things. I believe that Max has been a bit, felt that he was let down by Paul. Like, I did everything for you and I promised that you would be and at the end you are letting me go because we know that you will not be back if you postpone the surgery and so on. So Franco Leonetti, Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic sliding doors. The French was in Saudi Arabia. For the Serbian player, Juventus is about to make an offer. Pay attention, open your eyes for the development on it. Now, I believe that you see, when people were saying it makes no sense to extend Rabiot. You remember? When people said it makes no sense to extend Rabiot because we extend Rabiot, and now because of the fact that we extended Rabiot only 1 year, we have a problem because Rabiot is there and we can't go for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Guys, a lot of things we don't know yet, but they're already there. Woohoo! Go to live stream from Carol Jones. Too hot here. Time to catch some Juve Mercato news. Well, we spoke actually, I had a lot of names on my sheet, but at the end we spoke about only one name, about Paul Pogba, that is or was in Saudi Arabia. Bless me. There is Giulio that is saying Pellegrini to Roma. No, because Pellegrini comes from Roma, but now he exaggerated a bit too much in showing his true fate, being a Lazio supporter. So, no, he will not. I am Hungarian, but not from Hungary. Milos Kerkez is a beast born in Serbia and Montenegro. Jakub, I think Pogba to Saudi is real. I hope they pay us at least 30 million euro. I believe that Juventus would ask between 20-25 million euro, but I don't know if Saudi Arabia clubs will pay for it. Not sure. Let's see. Mihailo, what if we buy number 10 in Mercato? Experienced number 10, but who? MMA, thank you for the donation. MMA, do you think SMS will be our biggest signing of 2023? Yeah. Yes. Then will he be the player that will be the best one, or I don't know. But in terms of name, yeah. But you know that if Sergei Milinkovic, I tell you, my opinion. If Sergei Milinkovic-Savic arrives, I would be super happy. I would probably buy his shirt, and I would support him fantastically great, and I will love it. But you remember that I made a video about Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, and the loyal ones on the channel, they know, where I told you, you know what, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, the best thing to do, but I'm speaking about already last year. I'm not sure if it's the best thing to do. You know why? Because it's a player of 28. It will be 29 soon. He's 28. He will be 29 in February. There is still a bit of time. But he's 28. You give him 4 years of contract. Maybe 5. Probably 5. You can't sell him anymore. You know, I believe that Juventus, they should do, like the new Juventus in a difficult moment. You should have these unknown players that you sign for really cheap, and they are able to give you like 5 or 6 times what you signed them for. Or you go with a big signing, 50, 60 million euro, but you know that this player in 2 years time, 3 years time, you're able to sell him for 120 million euro. If your big signing is Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, at 1 year of being free, who is 28, you give a contract of 5 years of 5.5 million euro, and you're sure that you will never sell him. If he's doing a flop, if he's a flop, you can't sell him anymore. You can't. Because then the foreign clubs that are not really keen to go on Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, they will say, hey, we were right. If he's really doing well, you can't even sell him for huge money. You will never sell him for 100 million euro, because if he needs to really outperform, he needs at least 2 seasons. It's too late. You will never win your money back with Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. That's one. Financially. Then, yes, he's a team that will bring something to Juve, because, if you're looking at, he's the best midfielder in Italy, season after season after season, he's bringing you these stats of 11 goals, 11 assists. But it's a player, like Thomas is saying, he disappears on the big stage. In European competition with Lazio, when he had the chance to play them, he disappears. In the World Cup 2 times with Serbia, he disappears. And that's something that I already mentioned earlier. So Ciao Tariq. I'm a bit scared of that. I'm a bit scared of that. No doubt he will do well, and I will be his first supporter. I will sign the shirt. I will be excited. But I would have loved to have, another name. Kefren Thuram. He would not join because we are not playing Champions League. Sergej, he wants to join Juve since really long. Probably when he will join Juve, he will show a picture of him when he was a kid with a Juve shirt. I'm 100% convinced about it. But you know what I mean? Kefren Thuram, maybe he loves Juve a bit because of his father, even if his father was the first one to jump off the boat when he had to go to Barcelona in 2006. Speaking about 2006, but and he's a bit expensive already. But like these players that it was the moment to do it. It was the moment. I believe it was the moment to say, we take the list of all the players that you were looking for in the last few years. Milinkovic-Savic, Morata 3.0. What are their names, guys, that we don't want, but they are always coming back. We know, they and we don't want to see them anywhere. Berardi, basta with these names. And now, if I was Giuntoli, I will tell you, if you give me again one name that is on that list that we see since 2008, the door is there. Laporte is there. The door is there. Laporte is there. Guys, it was a Mercato joke. I hope you got it. For the people that do not know, Laporte means the door. And it also means a player from Manchester City. This name. Icardi, Berardi. But Donnarumma was... It's not as exaggerated as the other ones, but it's true that Donnarumma loves to... Zaniolo. No, Maguire, ragazzi, basta. He will not join us. And then let me say thank you to Carol Jones, because a bit earlier Carol Jones offered a membership to Siamak. That's great. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for the gift that you offered as a membership to someone on the chat, to Siamak. He's always a loyal one. Thank you, Carol. Really, really appreciate it. Carol, she discovered the channel not so long time ago, and she's now super happy. She's enjoying the channel, so I'm super, super happy about that. You know, that's even better, eh? Better than when people are discovering the channel. It's when people discover the channel and then they stay on the channel and they are enjoying it. That's for me one of the biggest ever compliment that you can do. Let me check if we increased here. We can do better, eh? If you didn't subscribe yet, please do it. Please do it. Mohammad Youssef, my friend, thank you for the donation. With new offside rules, Morata is top signing in 2023. By the way, about Morata, difficulties between him and Juventus. And Milan. There are some difficulties. Verratti, another name. Witsel, no. Basta. Is Pogba gone? No, not yet. Let's see what will happen in the next coming days. Thanks a lot, MMA. That was really kind of you. You see, you have the appreciation. It was a Carol. It was not MMA Siamak. It was a Carol. Carol Jones that gifted you a membership. And Sader is offering a membership to Arnold. I think it's always randomly, but thank you, Sader. Thank you, my friend. Really, really, really appreciate it. And I'm sure that Arnold will be fantastically happy. And here you have him in the chat saying thank you. Love the chat, love the channel, and your positive energy in this Juve chaos. Give sanity. Thank you. Yeah, we need it. We need it because it's really a chaos. Like me, discovered in December 2022. Heard you were from the same neighborhood. Crazy. Been here since then. I was thinking you were there since much longer. Much longer. Yeah, here we go. One after the other. The competition started. Okay, what are the other message that we names that we want to speak about in terms of Mercato? Are there some questions? Because at the end, Rovella, we didn't really speak about. Sorry for the people that are watching in replay. The only thing that I can say now about Rovella, it starts to make sense that he can really stay at Juve if really Paul Pogba could leave. And it makes less sense, the news that are saying that he would possibly go to Lazio. But of course, we have to monitor it. About Parisi, if you want to know about Parisi, Alfredo Pedulla was writing that apparently there is Fiorentina that is really insisting in 10 million plus 2 million of bonus. At the moment, the gap from the request of Empoli is only 3 million, for which Fiorentina would hope that while pushing they can take Parisi. So Fiorentina, they really want to believe in it. Juventus is waiting, but they don't want to give up on that. They really want to give up on Parisi. But at the moment, again, if we can't sell, Parisi has to wait. How long can he wait? We don't know. We really don't know. I just want things to get sorted. No more rumors. But Roberto, Mercato is rumor. Mercato is rumor. Without rumor, it makes no sense. All jokes aside, I'm ready to ride the 23-24 roller coaster with you, Beppe. Thanks for all the content. Thank you to you. Maybe we can launch another poll before speaking about all the other players like Milinkovic-Savic, because people are saying Beppe, Milinkovic-Savic. I will tell you about Milinkovic-Savic. Just 1 second. First, I want to do a poll because officially now it's the 10th of July. It means that the season starts in a way for Juve, really, with a lot more players that are arriving and so on. So it's a simple question. Are you ready for 23-24? Yes. Couldn't wait. No. season 22-23 just ended. Two options. Yes, I couldn't wait. I was missing Juve too much already. Or no, because the season 22-23 was still horrible. I'm still making nightmares. Or maybe I could have had another option, the third one. No, I am not ready. But I couldn't wait anyway, you know, like. Or yes, I'm ready. But, you know, you see, Sacco. I will watch the game through the blindfold like this. Up. Can't be more ready for Siamak. Always positive in the beginning of the season, Siamak. Grandissimo Siamak. Did I forget someone? Juventus, 4 months on the channel. Milos Kerkes is worth the propaganda in my message. Yeah, but I will go to Roma. I will be there the 20th of July. Guy, the only thing I can do for you, Henrik, is trying to speak with him if I see him and telling him, you know, don't sign and go to Juve. You know, just when he's landing from the plane, telling him, no, go to Juve. But more than that, I can't. Marcello is ready for Allegri ball. Allegri ball that will have a really a last chance. Huh? Really a last chance. Because now it's, you can't. 3 years without winning anything, you can't. How do I gift memberships? People, I will go for a drink 1 second. I need a drink. Can someone explain MMA how to do? Because I don't know. Not on mobile phone. That's the, I mean, not on iPhone. That I know. For the rest, can people tell him? 1 second, because I go for something to drink. I come. 1 second. And then we'll speak about Bonucci Laporte, the latest news. About Zakaria Artur, about Dusan Vlahovic, Lukaku, if people want to know about Lukaku. And about Allegri, because there is something that is annoying me. There is something that is annoying me. So, stay here. I come back. The music is nice, but dai, ragazzi, at a certain moment. Look, 60 people already disappeared. Lo-fi, it's good, huh? Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. What happened in the meanwhile? Beppe, flight after Kerkes. Good, man. No, not yet, not yet. I booked my trip to Roma. No, it's already booked, by the way. I go the 20th and I come back the 25th. So that means that I will not be able to do the watch along of the first game. I didn't tell my wife yet that I will probably watch it in Rome. It's at 4:30 a.m. Disaster. Maybe I will do a watch along. Who knows? Maybe I will do a watch along. Who knows? Maybe I will. Basically a defender to substitute Bonucci. You're speaking about Pogba. Pogba won't play the max number games with this mental problem, so I'm ready to replace him with a younger midfielder. You see, Carol is already accepting that Pogba is leaving. Mr. D's Beppe looks like he's starting through my soul under a bright sun in the image. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful message. Just bathroom break. Sometimes you need to, pay attention because MMA found how to give memberships, and he did it while I was taking a coffee at 1:16 a.m. So I will probably not sleep, but that's something usual. MMA saying, you know what, Beppe, I want to offer 5 memberships to the people that are here loyal to the channel, to randomly Lips, to Jacob, to Andre, to Over Arda 20, and to Satsuix, that all received a membership from our great friend MMA. Grandissimo. Really appreciate it, my friend. Really appreciate it. Grande MMA. The people are super happy. Okay, what do we... Let's stay together still. Let's try to hit the 2 hours so that we do a beautiful live. What names do you want to talk about? What is the first name that you have in mind? Okay, let me know so that we can start, because I have information about all of them. In the meanwhile, Antonio Veljanovsky, 18 months, seeing Paul leaving second time break my heart. But you know that for me, if he leaves now, I will be sad, but it will be like Pogba never came back. You know how much I loved Paula. Holm, you want to know about Holm, Stavros? Holm, it's a player on the list of Giuntoli. But unfortunately, the competition is high. They don't want to overpay a player that with a team is going to second division. So he's there on the list. But there are too many clubs that understood that it's a player that is quite good, so they want to go for him. Parisi already said a bit earlier. Parisi wants to go to Juve. The mother of Parisi wants him to go to Juve. Fiorentina is serious about the player. They are the team that is the most serious on him in terms of concrete offer. Juventus wants to. They already had talks with him, with his entourage. They had some informal talks with Empoli, but at the moment they can't, because we didn't sell anyone. So at the moment, or he waits with the risk of him staying at Empoli. But if Fiorentina is pushing to go fast, I don't know if Juventus will be on time to close Parisi. So at the moment, it's really a domino. The thing is, the order in Casa Juve, in La Continassa, is understanding what are the real chances of selling the unwanted players. One of the big thing to solve is, of course, Leonardo Bonucci. There are some rumors that he had an offer from Sampdoria. I told you in the morning video that he will not go to Sampdoria. He refused Saudi Arabia. For me, Leonardo Bonucci would not go to Saudi Arabia. There is still that project Newcastle that if they are really serious about the player, they can. Juventus, they need to sell him for at least 6 million euro, otherwise you are doing a minus valenza, so a negative profit, which would absolutely not be a great deal, but that could be one where you are saving a lot of money as well. 13 million gross for Leonardo Bonucci. There is Laporte, that is really a player that Giuntoli and his team now are really serious on, but not at the first request of Manchester City, that is 30 million euro. The first offer of Juventus is way less than 30 million euro. The ideal offer or wish of Juventus would be to have him and not pay him immediately, you know, like a kind of loan with a possibility to buy, with an option to buy, or even maybe a loan with an obligation if certain conditions are reached, like a bit Paredes, you know, like maybe playing Champions League or whatever could be. But the offer of Juventus is okay, we want Laporte, that is a player with a fantastic left foot, that we are crucially missing in that defense, but at the moment difficult for the request of City, but City, they really want Gvardiol, so there is room for negotiation. What about Sandro? But Alexandro, ragazzi, Alexandro, we know it, he played the games that needed to have a contract extension with Juve, an automatical one. Juventus told him, you are not part of the plan. 23-24, if you find a team, you can go. We will even make it super easy for you to leave, because we don't expect any money for Alexandro if he leaves. So if he leaves, you don't sell him, you let him go for free. But there is some interest from Saudi Arabia, but not at the numbers that you're reading for other players. He's not convinced. There could be a possibility for some interest in Brazil. That could be a possibility. Other than that, it will be difficult that he leaves. Other than that, or he goes for the money, which is not what you read about Paul Pogba, 100 million for 3 years or so, or it's going back to Brazil to go and finish his career there. Will be a tough one. No, but we are kind of course. Mercato you will always do. But Jonathan David from Lille, and I know that some Anthonys on the channel are pushing for him. Trimboli, but also Anthony, the other Anthony. A lot of Anthonys, they love Jonathan David. Well, Jonathan David is a player that, in case Dusan Vlahovic would leave, and we know it, Dusan Vlahovic, if the right offer arrives, but really the right offer for Dusan Vlahovic, that is still a young player, that Juventus is open to sell him. Chelsea is a bit more cold. Paris Saint-Germain is on him. Bayern, yes, but you know that Bayern, they never want to pay the money, so forget about Bayern spending 70 million euro for a player. If Paris Saint-Germain could there, also Atletico Madrid. Pay attention to Atletico Madrid, because they have a bit of money. Atletico Madrid is taken in esteem by the club and by the coach. Juventus would love to do a kind of there is a papillon, a night papillon in the house. How do you call that? A night butterfly. Juventus would love, but it's not something that already started, but it's a name that they appreciate. It's Molina from Atletico Madrid. If Juventus could, it's a mod. If Juventus could go for Dusan Vlahovic to Atletico Madrid, and they give you Molina plus some money, Juventus would be happy. Juventus would be happy, because Molina on the right side, and you forget about Holm, you forget about a lot of players that were there, but Molina could be that player. On the left side, Another name that Juventus was monitoring, but there is Inter that is doing a really smart mercato, because already Fratesi for Brozovic, Thuram for Dzeko. Now they are trying, but they can't. They are a bit blocked, but they are trying for Lukaku to have him officially now. And they also want to try for the sub of Di Marco to go with Carlos Augusto. But Carlos Augusto is a player that Juventus would really love. In an ideal situation, Juventus would love to go with Carlos Augusto on the left and Molina on the right. But again, these are names that I give you here like that. Not that we started with negotiation and so on and so on. It's just two names that I give you, that Juventus would be interested in case there is a possible swap with Dusan Vlahovic for Molina, in case we are able to sell good enough for having a bit of cash to go for Carlos Augusto. If Parisi, it's too late. And that's also why I believe we are taking also time for Parisi, because we don't give up on the left to think about other players as well. Nur, 18 months on the channel. I think Pogba wants to leave Juve because he knows himself that can't play anymore from his injury, so he wants to help the team and wants to exit. I don't know if he wants to help the team, but the first part of your message could be possible. Then I don't believe at a certain moment that you want to help the team by saying I leave for Saudi Arabia. You are changing your life. You are changing your life. You are changing your career. In 3 years, it could be that Saudi Arabia League is a fantastic league, but today in 23-24, not yet. So you are changing really. So I don't think that you're taking these kind of decisions just for the sake of helping your team. But thank you, Noor, for 18 months. Mazraoui, Alen Yetrian. Mazraoui is a player that was linked to Juve before Mercato. I'm speaking about the month of May, June, in the beginning. Then, apparently, the new management of Bayern Munich, they told him that he had his chances. Apparently, in the meanwhile, they were not sure about it, so it was again a name talk about when Raffaella Pimenta was in the offices of Juve, but apparently the rumors died a bit. But we also have to take into consideration that we don't have to forget that since Tuesday, Giuntoli is there, and I really believe that whatever name that was on the market list has been at the moment blocked entry and exit because Giuntoli is there and he wants to understand first the 360-degree picture before going and giving green lights. So there were already some talks with some players that at the moment has been paused. Then Zakaria, yes, but Zakaria is taking probably a bit more time because Giuntoli is here and saying, what are you asking? 15? I probably know. You have to increase the request. And it makes sense, because I'm thinking that you can do a bit more money with Zakaria. Not 30, but you can do a bit more than 15. Cancelo. Cancelo. Fantastic player, you can't, but no. Cancelo, it's another level of salary, of player. No, Cancelo is not the name for Juve. I know that in Italy there are two teams that could take him. It's Inter and Juve, two clubs where he was at. Fabrizio Romano, attenzione, Fabrizio Romano giving us updates at 1:12 a.m. about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba on Instagram after the links with Saudi clubs, already denied by several sources close to Paul tonight. So, after, I believe, the big heat and the big social media chaos On Paul Pogba, I believe that really soon his team, they are active. They said, pay attention because this is happening. So you have to deny links with Saudi Arabia clubs. Let's see what will happen with Paul. We will discover it in the next few days. From time to time, I watch, I look. You never know. I'm curious to see the first pages. Are they already out or not? First pages. Roberto Gallo. Beppe, discuss about the Lukaku fake news and how Juve is unhappy that Chelsea is using Juve's name to get Inter to provide a bigger bid. No, it's not Juve that is unhappy. It's Lukaku that is unhappy. Not Juve. Juve said nothing. Juve on the skin. Wait. I need to understand this title and where is it coming from. First pages. La Juve addosso. Juventus on the skin. Vlahovic will score more than 30 goals. We'll check who wrote this. Probably Tuttosport. Corriere dello Sport is going with Lukaku. Sono i giorni decisivi. La Juve addosso. And no, they're speaking actually the Juve on their skin. It's actually Juve on him. Juve on Lukaku. So it's already the second day that Lukaku is linked to Juve on Corriere dello Sport. So Corriere dello Sport is not giving up at all. I will try to read the small letters. La chiave è evidentemente Dusan Vlahovic. So the key is obviously Dusan Vlahovic. Only with the sale of him, with a sale of approx 70 million euro, would put Cristiano Giuntoli in the conditions to take over Lukaku from Inter and Al Hilal. This is what's written. So you sell Dusan Vlahovic, and you go for Lukaku. It's already the second day. Giuntoli and Lukaku. Attenzione, because they are not giving up. I can tell you what happened with Lukaku, ragazzi. I can tell you. Then, other pages. I told you it would be Tuttosport. I was convinced, of course, without any doubt. Vlahovic will score more than 30 goals. Who said that? Today at La Continassa, the Serbian player is on the market, but his physical preparator is warning Juve. Oh, attenzione. It's actually the one that is preparing him. You know, physical owner, not from Juve. Own physical trainer is saying, pay attention, Juve, because Vlahovic will score more than 30 goals. The message of his personal trainer, Do Mazzet, that is putting the light on Dusan Vlahovic under exam from the club, and then everything is leading towards Milinkovic-Savic that is ideal for Allegri. Okay, so we have two pages. One that is Corriere dello Sport. Corriere dello Sport is saying Juventus on Lukaku. If you sell for more or less 70 million euro Dusan Vlahovic, you go all in for Lukaku. On the other side, you have Tuttosport with the personal trader of Dusan that is saying, pay attention, Juve, because he will score more than 30 goals. Okay, from what I know from Dusan Vlahovic and from Lukaku, where is that story of Lukaku coming from? When Juventus was the first time in London, then the second time they didn't go. But the first time they went to London, they spoke about players in exit, Zakaria and so on, Kulusevski the first time and so on and so on. They also heard Chelsea with Chelsea that had a list. They had a list with a lot of names. And you remember that I did a video with Ma and we spoke about Chalobah, Pulisic, and Loftus-Cheek. Because these names were in the unwanted list of Chelsea. And when they spoke about Dusan, they said, we don't want to pay you cash 70 million euro, but we can insert some players. These are names. But in that list, but we were speaking about 3 weeks ago, in that list there was also the name of Lukaku. That name didn't leak. Juventus received the name 3 weeks ago. They said, no thank you. 3 weeks ago, when Giuntoli was not there yet. Now Giuntoli is here. And he asked some feedback about how did it go, the trip to London. What did you talk about? Blah, 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 blah. They said, the list, Pulisic, Chalobah, and it was also the name of Lukaku. We said no. From what I know, Giuntoli said, but how much for Lukaku? Can you investigate a bit more about Lukaku? Not that we want to sign him, because 3 weeks ago we said no. But check what they say. And that's where Corriere dello Sport is pushing a lot on Juventus, is on Lukaku. Again, we are far from having Lukaku at Juventus. I don't believe Lukaku will come to Juve. I also think it's a strategy of Chelsea, leaking the name that until there was a bit secret, to put a bit of pressure on Inter, because Inter will be scared and they will push a bit to sign him. But this is a bit, because we know it. We know it. These are the players, Giroud, Lukaku, that Max Allegri loves. Loves in terms of they are functional for his game. And you know it, I already explained to you the story about 2019, where it was a done deal, because the Juve 2019-20 with Sarri should have been Ronaldo on the left, Chiesa on the right, and Lukaku on top. How is it possible? Because Chiesa was not there. You will tell me, well, Chiesa was a done deal. A done deal, but two things changed the narrative of that season of Chiesa. First one, Dybala didn't agree to go to Manchester United, so that means that Juventus didn't have the money, because he would give you a lot of plusvalenza, really a lot of profit going to Manchester United. So we didn't have anymore the huge money to go for Chiesa, and the change of ownership with Commisso taking over from the ex-management. So that means that at the end we flopped with Chiesa. We had to wait 1 more year, and Lukaku never arrived. But that was already the Juve post-Allegri to the first Juve of Sarri. Should have been like that. Then it didn't, and it is what it is. But yeah. So they know Lukaku really, really well at Juventus. Will Vlahovic score more than 30 goals? Good question. Will he score them? That's one. Secondly, will he score them with Juve? And that's the second question. Good questions here. I believe the personal trainer, but I would love to know if he will score them at Juve. La Caca. Tony G saying La Caca. But this is what I know about Lukaku. About Lukaku, I'm not saying that there is nothing, because they talked about him in 3 weeks ago in that meeting, and Juventus said no, basta, stop. And then when Giuntoli, they said, but wait, it will be a no, but wait, is there some advantage? I believe there is no advantage. Bonne question, je pense pas. Je pense pas. Non. Parce qu'on a encore pas mal de joueurs. Et il y a aussi pas mal de joueurs des U19 qui vont être promus en next-gen, comme Nongue, peut-être même Mbangula. Donc je pense pas qu'il y aura deux nouvelles têtes là. Mais après, peut-être un ou deux qu'on ne connaît pas et qui vont arriver. J'ai entendu parler un gars qui a signé, mais je me rappelle même plus du nom. So, Marcello was asking, do you think that we will sign some young talents for the next gen? I don't believe we will go massively, also because we don't know them. They just signed a young player from Espanyol, or I don't remember where, that I don't really know. It was really difficult even to find a picture of him on Google. But there will be a lot of under 19 that will be promoted. Huijsen will be promoted to under 23, so the next gen. He will be promoted there. Huijsen was already promoted. They will do the tour with the first team because that has been promised to them. But then they will be part of the next gen team with again the possibility, if they can, to be on the bench or to play a game with first team. Attenzione, because that's another thing. More and more today we are reading that Juventus will be bad on the Conference League. I tell you, even if I didn't want to participate in Conference League, even if I don't want to hear that music ever again, it's the same as the Europa League. Eh? If I don't want to put some green on the channel because it's a green color, I don't want our team to play on Thursday and to travel really far in Europe to play games with teams that are totally unknown. On the other hand, I think it's a pity to play only one competition at a time. And especially because we are speaking now, like Marcello and so on is asking about the young players. Well, if you play one competition only, I sincerely believe that this is in the disadvantage of players like Yildiz, Nongue, Huijsen and so on, because you don't rotate, you have your players, you have 1 week to recuperate, to prepare you to the game. Then if you win 3-0, you can always change and put a youngster in. But on the other side, you will have a team that will be made of 25 players. And you will have to play them as well. Because if you start playing in a 4-man defense, well, you need to play Gatti at a certain moment if he doesn't start a game. Even if in defense you don't change that much. Career mode, yeah, but I did in the past the career mode, and I think that's also something that I will bring back to Twitch, the career mode of GJustjuve. That's something I would love to do on Twitch, not only up. No, Juventus sends back the offer from Fenerbahce. They don't want to sell him to Fenerbahce. If Chelsea offers 50 million plus Lukaku, would you take it? That's a good question. It's difficult, LGJ. It's difficult. It's really difficult. You know why? Because I was all in for the swap Lukaku-Dybala. Lukaku, Chiesa, Ronaldo, with under Sarri would have been so great, and I really believe that Lukaku would have done really well. We saw also Lukaku with Conte what he did, so I was a big fan of that swap back then at the time. Now we are like 4 years later. Lukaku is not 26, but he's 30. Ciao helicopter. He's 30. Lukaku has now a big story with Inter, which at the end I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about that. I seriously don't care. You know that guy here? That's a really big legend. That's Scirea. Scirea, before playing for Juve, was an Interista. He's one of the biggest legends of Juve. Chiellini was a Milanista. We love Chiellini. We love Scirea. Ragazzi, Roberto Baggio was for Inter. No? Pirlo, Inter. So, you see, so at the end, professional players is different. Then, of course, I prefer someone with a Juve heart, with a black and white heart, you know. Giuntoli, fantastic, and the words, the enthusiasm that he's bringing and so on, it's fantastic. But for me, that's not a problem. Now, he's 30, you know, they are speaking about 8 million euro salary. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. The question is, if Lukaku comes, because, next year we have to win, we have to win. We have to try to win. We have to try to compete until last day, until match day 38. The question is, if Lukaku is allowing you to play a different or a more functional game, and thanks to him winning, that's the real question. But of course we don't know. We don't know. It's really tough. I don't want Vlahovic to leave. You know, if Pogba leaves, which has been denied today, but if he leaves, it's like, okay, the player I loved so much, he comes, he leaves, we didn't see him, I will be really, really sad. Then, Dusan Vlahovic, you invest 80 million euro, and it's a player at the end that we never really see at his potential because of the game or how we were playing, because of his injuries, because of whatever you want to. Yeah, but that's the thing, yeah. That's the thing. But Giuntoli will not. That's important also to understand. And Giuntoli will not change the mercato of Juve now. It will take time. You will not see in this mercato, except of maybe one thing or whatever, but you will not in terms of name, I highly doubt that you will see the Giuntoli touch. Also because Juve is not Napoli, yeah. Juve, you can't just go for Kvaratskhelia, Kim Min-jae, and whatever they're strange players, you know. You need a mix. At Juventus, it's not only it's okay, you know. Let's see if it works out or not. If we are top 4, we are happy. If we are not, well, it's not the end of the world. We'll try again, you know. No, and no. So he will not do exactly the same objectives as he had with Napoli. But I really believe that you will see the hand of Giuntoli in terms of names of Mercato probably from next year, but already a lot on a lot of details that you don't see with your eye, but then they will happen and they will bring you a lot. Gatti. He's here. He wants to take part of the live. Ciao, Sylvain. He's here. I don't know. He's just here. Let's see if he will come back. Yeah, he's in front of my screen. I can't see the chat. He's just in front of the camera. Boom. He's there. I don't see anything anymore. Is the cat... Look, maybe we can use he's still, if he wants Lukaku or not. It looks like he doesn't want to. Every time I say Lukaku, he's doing like this. No. Yeah, you see, he doesn't want to. Yeah. McFly. Look. Let's try something. McFly. He will come now. Look. He left. He heard speaking about Lukaku, he left. Said, no, we don't want Lukaku. Tell us 3 names that would be your priorities in Mercato. Of course, you have to think realistically. Who would you go for if we manage to sell Zakaria? But I don't know. I don't like to do these kind of names, but yeah, because I don't know who you sell. If you sell Chiesa, you need a player that is able to play like Chiesa, but do you play a 3-5-2 or you play a 4-3-3? Do you play a 4-3-1-2 or not? Do you sell Pogba or not? Because if you sell Pogba, I tell you, Milinkovic-Savic is priority number 1 without any hesitation. If you don't sell Pogba, I could even forget about Milinkovic-Savic, even if I really believe he will join. Then I would love to go towards a 4-man defense, but today it's impossible with the players we have. So if you tell me, yeah, I like the names of Molina and Carlos Augusto. I love them. But I also love on the right side other names as player. No, it's difficult because I need to understand where Juventus wants to go for. And especially this season with Giuntoli, super hard. But I can tell you, priorities for me, it's left and right back. Without hesitation. What does the book say about the Mercato? Maybe we can close with that one today. It's a long time that we didn't do the book. I still have 210 persons on the... Only the brave. The book. Dai, ragazzi, let's do it so we close the live. I said 2 hours. We are, of course, at 2:20. So we go from page 4 to page 149. You choose a page. So you're right. And we go with understanding a message for Giuntoli. Let's say it's a message for Giuntoli. Un messaggio per Giuntoli. Let's go, guys. You choose the page. From the moment that we start having a lot of numbers in the chat, I will close my eyes and I will choose one. And then you will tell me up or down. And all the people, of course, will vote. So I'm waiting for some numbers to come. Try to spam the chat with messages, with numbers. Please. You have from page 5 or 4, whatever, 249. Okay, now they are coming. Now they are coming. Die. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, now they are. Okay, now it's refreshed. I see nothing. I will try to do. I click on random. It's Mohammed Youssef. Page 132, ragazzi, has been chosen. He asked for it and it's for him. It's fantastic. Destiny. So I will go now with a poll. Wait, 132. There are 3 quotes. Okay, 3 quotes. So choose the quote, the top one, the middle one, or the bottom. You vote now, and we do exactly 90 seconds, like a football game. Mohammad Youssef has chosen the page. There are 3 quotes on page 132. You choose top, middle one, or bottom. And this will be the message that on the channel we will give to Cristiano Giuntoli. I tell you the truth, I prefer the... I will not tell you. No, because I don't want to influence you. There is one that I prefer more than the other ones. But at the moment it's not winning. So you choose, of course. At the moment you are voting for top. We have only 44 votes. Ragazzi, it's the moment, because you have only from now on you have 30 seconds. So vote for the message that we will send to Giuntoli. Vote. I want more votes. We have now 50 votes, but we can do much better. 18. At 30 we stop. 30 we stop. 25. 26. The last votes need to come in now. 29. Stop. I ended the poll. Top quote 1. It's not a bad one, honestly. So the welcome message that we have for Cristiano Giuntoli, chosen the page by Mohammad Youssef, the quote himself by the people that voted in the chat, the message that we want to give to Cristiano Giuntoli is: Signor Cristiano, benvenuto alla Juventus. Mr. Cristiano, welcome to Juventus. Look, here at Juventus, (132). The top one is never lose. Either win or learn. This is the message that we want to send to Cristiano Giuntoli. At Juventus, we never lose. Or we win, or we learn. But we never lose. Look, I like that. It is in the kind of vincere non è importante, è l'unica cosa che conta. We never lose. Either win or learn. If you do a mistake, it's one time, not twice, because you have to learn from it and you have to become better. Chef loves that one. Fino alla fine. Never lose, either win or learn. Marcello is saying we have been learning too much, so start winning. Yeah, I would love to win, but that's why I preferred the bottom one. Dream big, wake up, hustle, repeat. If it was at page 132. On the other side, it's true that look, you can't always win. It's 2 years that we are not winning, so it will be time that we win again. But it's true, never lose. Either win or learn. It's a bit like the basketball player message. Probably he has the same book, huh? Like that press conference when he was saying, it's the guy there, Rapespilopoulos, this guy. The guy that I'm talking about. What has this Popoulos? What was this Popoulos in NBA said? You never lose. Either you win or learn. It was a big controversy, that one, because a lot of people, they said it was correct. Other people said, but that's the excuse of the losers. But no, never lose. Either win or learn. And you have to do better, of course. AJ, what was the one you preferred? No, not from all the book, but from page 132. I love the dream big, wake up, hustle, repeat. But I would love dreaming big. Bigger than we have to dream big. I don't know how you say the name, guys. You're mocking me because I don't know how you say the name. The guy, Poulos. Mamastripopoulos. What's the name? I don't know NBA, guys. Ragazzi, you're laughing with me, but what's the name of the guy? Chirastikopoulos. If you want to help me, I can try to read it, but like this. Him. Yeah? It was that easy? Janis. That's it. There was nothing else. Wait. We'll check, because I don't trust you. Just Janis. No, I would have known. Wait. Janis. Antetokounmpo. What? No, it's not him. Was it him? Yeah, it's him. Antetokounmpo. Why did I say Poulos? It's not Greek. It's Greek? Greek Nigerian. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Again. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the guy. That's the guy. I knew, I watched the interview. Really beautiful. I was pro. I was pro him. I liked his way of saying things. I was pro him. Ragazzi. Did we grow on Telegram, by the way? The first one to report about Pogba. Today I'm happy. Today I'm proud about the guys, because there was only 1 people more on Telegram. But today we were the first ones, before Di Marzio, Agresti, before everyone, about Paul. The first one. We were fast on Pogba. At 11:18. 11:18. Today we were fast, Today we were really fast. Well, ragazzi, now it's time, I believe, to say goodbye. 2 hours 30 of live. That's the problem. Then I start, I can't stop. David, yeah, Di Marzio waited for me. That's true. We missed 2 likes. We missed 2 likes to hit 200 likes on the video. 1 like. Dai, ragazzi, it's time to do it, Dai, reach 200. Now, the next one. The next one is 200 likes. Mavropanos is the guy that today I heard. I was reading defender, new name. For the strikers, I heard Jonathan David, Højlund, Retegui, El Nesiri, Bonucci, Laporte, and Mavropanos I heard for the defense. But it's not a priority name. It's not a priority name. Dai, we hit 200. Grande ragazzi. Temporary peace is telling me that road to 100k. Mamma mia. We are far from 100k. Far. Really far from 100k. That's for... Buonanotte Stavros. Was fun, huh? Was really fun. Beautiful Sunday evening all together. Buonanotte to Marcello, to Yol Tulile, Ivia Iota, saying to the people, David Elitok, Sylvain Lefebvre, Locatelli. The planning for tomorrow, if everything goes well, tomorrow morning, video on YouTube, and then the post debrief live on the other platform, the purple platform. So if you didn't yet, go and following me there, because then we do a brief there, and then I will be on that platform again for Juventus in the afternoon, and maybe a recap of the Monday Mercato, even if on Monday not always you have a lot of news, but you never know. Ragazzi, thank you to, again, Nur, Antonio Velianovsky, Juvepels, Mohamed Youssef, MMA, Carol Jones, Vincenzo Correale, Alan Yeterian Hosar, and all the people, Florian Ristea, and all the people that did some donations, supported the channel. You were fantastic. Ciao Thomas Macluf, ciao a tutti, ciao, grazie, forza.